Now, sticks don't work. We know sticks, yelling, screaming, threatening, all this kind of thing. Unbelievable amount, to be honest with you, the sticks that are being used in today, because things like, if you don't want the job, there's 100 other people that will take it, right? Great motivator. So one of the things that using sticks does is really builds resentment up in people. It actually limits performance to whatever is minimum. So if you're actually being beaten with a stick, you'll do just what needs to be done, but you sure in heck aren't going to go above and beyond that. Right? You're not motivated to do any more than you have to do. Actually, in most cases, actually requires the presence of the threat. So if you've ever been in a situation where you had the threatening boss, you may perform at a really high level. You might not perform at a high level, but you may really perform and be productive while that individual is in place. But once they leave, actually out of your physical space, your performance is really likely to decline. Now, the other thing, which is really, coming from the neuroscience background, what happens is when we're placed right in a fearful state, the whole fight or flight kind of thing, so it activates the sympathetic nervous system, and then that releases these hormones, right, that interfere with the functioning of what's called the prefrontal cortex. Now, that's responsible for this thing called executive functioning, which is really important, right? It actually allows us to do things like organize, plan, make decisions, evaluate actually how our behaviors are going to impact, right? Really important kinds of stuff. But what happens is when we're placed into this state of fear, that stuff is not nearly as important as survival. Correct? So there's actually really good research that shows when I'm in a continuous threatened state, these skills become much less effective because all I'm concerned about is survival. So think about it literally as your brain energy is actually being redirected.